Hey, it's been forever since I did a video, but look who's back.
I'm back and I have a different shirt.
I have friends.
Do you? Who wears different shirts?
You and Tracy. And those are my only friends.
You have Chips. Chips is your friend now.
Chips is my friend now.
Stop licking my leg.
Chips is the dog. Chips is our new dog, which he's gonna be in another video also. He gives kisses. He's the best. He's a good dog.
And in honor of Chips, we watched Cujo, which is not a good movie.
It's not. It's a horror corner. If you couldn't tell.
Yeah. And it wasn't like it's a bad movie in the way that like Sharknado or Three-Headed Shark is bad. Like those are bad,
but we love watching them.
But you get entertainment over how bad it is.
I think Cowboys versus Dinosaurs is better than this.
Cowboys versus Dinosaurs. I remember that one.
This is just this was just boring.
Please don't kick them.
So the plot is like, for those of you who don't know, it's a Stephen King. It's a movie based on a Stephen King book, which
off to a great start already.
Yeah, his books don't adapt well.
I personally love his books, but
I love his books too.
His movies are bad.
The movies don't. Well, part of the reason the movies don't adapt well is because he uses a lot of like internal like thought and description, things like that, which you can't get in a movie. Like you can't have like the dog's internal narration as it loses its mind from rabies.
Right.
In a movie.
Wait, there's internal narration for a dog?
Yes.
Like not in like words, but like you get the dog's like thoughts. Like I remember one chapter where it's like he like goes to get a drink of water, and like because of what rabies does to an animal's mind, like looking at the water makes him feel sick, which then he associates that with pain, and then he associates that pain with the people, so he goes and tries to attack the people again. Like you get that in the novel, you don't get that in the movie. You just get Cujo like laying down, then he goes and attacks the car again.
By the way, off camera is Ask Kissel.
Yeah.
It's my sister.
Oh, he's here off camera.
What?
I said you're here off camera.
Yeah, I'm off camera. What is...
That's his chicken.
He has a squeaky chicken. Chips. This is going to be a very distracting horror corner because that's what we talk about in the movie. So you have...
Okay. We have dog stuff to worry about now.
Yeah.
Cujo's not a good movie. So it's about a dog who's supposed to be a nice dog beforehand gets rabies. Please don't lick my tripod.
He's a Saint Bernard. He chases a rabbit into a hole, and the rabbit's hole is full of bats because the rabbit lives in a cave, apparently.
Bats like rabbits now, I guess.
Oh, speaking of our rabbit,
focus.
My friend's toaster oven caught on fire. We have like ADD right now.
It's such a bad movie, and there's a dog here. And
there's nothing to talk about. So, the plot synopsis. So, we have this. So, Cujo gets bit by a bat, and that's like the opening scene. It's like setting up what's going to happen later. So, Cujo gets bit by the bat. And then we have like this family where they have like a young son, a wife, and a husband, and like the wife's having an affair, so they're having marital problems. And like there's another family who owns the dog. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. The
kid's name was Tad.
Yeah.
T-A-D.
That's not a name. So, and then they're having marital problems, and one of their neighbors, neighbor, apparently no one lives close to each other.
Yeah.
Is gonna like fix their car because they're having car problems. And they're the ones who own the Cujo, I guess. And they're just like another family. There's very little character development. Like, the woman has an affair with someone who has a relation to the husband somehow. Like,
the plot synopsis said it was her ex-boyfriend out of high school. The dog found a vent.
Uh-oh.
It's, honestly, the stuff with the characters are so bad, and you really don't care. The movie really doesn't make you care.
And it like meanders with like trying to get you to care for those characters, but you just don't. Like, you just want to get to the dog attacks, and when you do finally get to the dog attacks, it's like not even very good.
Which, part of that is understandable because of the time the movie was filmed and the way the dog was. It was hard to make those really scary scenes.
It was hard to actually film a dog attacking people because you had to use real dogs. And the dog they had playing Cujo, so the Saint Bernard was actually apparently super friendly, so they had to use a Rottweiler disguised as a Saint Bernard for some scenes. My guess is probably for some of the attack scenes.
Yeah.
Which meant you can't really film them up close, like you need to do like a lot of shaky cam.
Right. So it was more disorienting than
Yeah. Scary.
scary, and it's a dog attacking people.
Mm-hmm.
And none of the wounds were very convincing, and
No.
it's again, it's that time period where you're like, well, it's that's the quality of film that you had, but it's
So the woman goes to like these neighbor's house who owns Cujo to like get her car fixed because like the husband goes off somewhere else because they're having marital problems.
and then the family who they drop the car off to get fixed, who own Cujo, I guess, go on vacation or something. So
They go into it looks like their neighbor Joe Candler, who's the mechanic. Joe's wife and son are gone for the
No,
week,
no, no,
and
no.
Cujo
No, no.
kills Joe,
Yeah.
which is why there's no one
Yeah.
at the house
right,
Chips.
except for Cujo.
Chips.
and then basically what happens is the wife and the son get
They're-
trapped in a car.
Because their car breaks down and like they can't leave the car because Cujo's outside waiting. Every time like they try to open the door, Cujo tries to attack them.
Yeah.
And they're basically stuck in the car for multiple days, like in the heat. So they're slowly dehydrating and getting heat stroke, and it's basically like the elements are killing them while they're trapped by the dog.
And in the book, the kid dies.
Yeah.
But in the movie, he
Spoilers: in the book, the kid
Yeah,
dies.
my
In the movie,
sweet
they
guy.
keep him alive
Yeah.
for some stupid fucking reason. I don't know why. The kid was annoying.
the dog had more lines than this kid did. The kid just cried all the time, and it's like, yes, it's a scary situation. A real kid would be crying, but I don't want to watch a movie and hear the kid crying all the time.
I also like the kid was afraid of monsters in class. Like the dad made it like a monster thing. I feel like there was supposed to be like some sort of plot development when it came to like the kid being afraid of monsters and then having this happen with the dog attack, which probably happened in the book. But like we said, King's stories
Yeah, there's probably a bunch of parallelisms there.
don't adapt. So much gets cut from them when they
Yeah.
make the transfer from book to screen that you lose a lot of like the symbolism. So like an example of like stuff that gets cut a lot is Dimitri was watching Pet Cemetery and I had like read the book. I haven't seen the movie, but I read the book, and Dimitri was just like, why does he keep going? The movie I've heard isn't very good. I like the book a lot.
It was better than Cujo.
Saying the bar low though. But you were asking like, why does the father keep going back?
Yeah.
The thing is like, oh, because of the Wendigo, and your response was what Wendigo, and that's kind of like
Yeah.
the quote I used now to like describe like
Come here.
the issue with it.
Okay. My SD card was full, so
We have technical difficulties, so who fucking knows where we left off?
stop calling him Cujo.
I keep calling Chips Cujo because Cujo's like the first dog name in my head right now.
The thing about Stephen King films is they're not very good because the books deal with a lot of internal dialogue and a lot has to get cut out to make it into a film. And Lizzie was talking about one of the great examples of this is I was watching Pet Cemetery, which is
The book is really good. I haven't seen the movie. The movie's
movie's
apparently supposedly better than Cujo,
which is not a high bar.
You were like asking why, like the guy keeps going back to the cemetery. I'm just like, oh, well, it's partially because of the Wendigo, and your response was what Wendigo? Which like, there's a scene in the book where like he's on his way to the cemetery and like he sees like this figure in like the mist that like really terrifies him, and that's supposed to be a Wendigo. And the whole point of the cemetery is the reason why people keep going back to it, and the reason why people need to use it and need to tell other people about it so that other people can use it is because the cemetery is like actually cursed by like this malevolent like Native American spirit, like. Which is like implied to be like a Wendigo has like cursed the thing, so everyone needs to use it.
Yeah.
Which they
the
don't.
movie did not explain.
Which isn't explained very well in the movie at all. So
Which is another problem that comes up with Cujo is I haven't read the book.
I read it a while ago.
But the book deals with a lot more internal stuff, and the movie is marital problems and a dog attack.
So like, example of like the book. One of the main things I remember in the book was like during the scene where he's like attacking the people in the car. There's a scene with just Cujo where he's like off to the side and like he gets thirsty because he's still doggy. He gets thirsty, so he gets up. He goes to like the little stream or something, or like to his water bowl to drink. And if you know like the effects of rabies, it makes animals hydrophobic, so it makes like them afraid of water and they can't drink. So Cujo goes to drink. He can't. He gets upset. He's like in pain, and he associates that with the people, which is why he then goes and like attacks the car again.
Yeah.
Which they tried showing whenever they showed like him kind of like whimpering and leaving whenever there was like a loud noise going on, which I think was them attempting to show that like that was the rabies like slowly affecting him and like making him think the people were bad. But if you don't already know in the book that's what's supposed to be happening, it's not very clear.
Yeah, nothing in the movie was very clear, including the camera, because it shook a lot.
Yeah.
The kid lives because...
I don't know why they changed that. The kid dies in the book.
He basically dies in the movie, and then last minute they bring him back to life.
They changed it last minute. The director said no.
It's bad. It's not even, it's not even the fun kind of bad. Like, it's bad.
Like, Sharknado was a fun kind of bad. Like, it's a horrible movie, but you have fun watching it. This was just, we were waiting for it to end. We were waiting for it to end when we were only 20 minutes into the movie.
Yeah. And it takes an hour to get to the dog.
Which, I think, since this is probably going to be a short horror corner, we should just start talking about your dog now.
Chips, come here.
Chips. His name is Chips.
We got him from Paws Crossed Rescue.
Apparently he used to be a stray, so he likes to chase little animals.
He keeps going around the house looking for the gophers that live under our house.
There are gopher holes, and he keeps, like, stopping at the
Why
holes.
are you over here?
He's waiting for Mom and Dad to come
No,
home.
Yeah, he doesn't-
No, he's sitting by the stairs.
He's watching the door, though. He doesn't like it when everyone leaves.
Come here.
So, like,
Chips, come.
Yeah, he's been walking in front of the door all day, waiting for my parents and my sister to come back.
No, I'm not taking you outside.
he's a sad puppy.
Yeah, he just wants to go outside to chase
Come here.
things.
Chips, come.
He
We
wants
just got him. This was the fastest decision we ever had. Because Saturday we went to see the dog, and then in like 30 minutes decided to adopt him.
Yeah, you guys went from we're gonna foster a dog to we now own a dog.
No,
Yes.
we went from we're never getting a dog to now we own a dog.
I decided I wanted a dog, and I got one in 2 weeks.
Come here.
You had like a PowerPoint presentation to like convince your parents.
I'm mad at him because he had the superpower all the time.
I just really love our dog.
It was a great PowerPoint presentation. You should post like a video of it.
It was all about how it would be good for my mental health, except now it's Dad said no to whatever you asked him. What did you ask him?
Oh, if I was driving him.
Okay.
The dog is becoming bad for Dimitri's mental health because Dimitri's not used to dog sounds anymore. So like when the dog like coughs, he's like, the dog is dying. This is horrible.
Yeah,
Dogs cough sometimes.
I don't know anything about taking care of that sounds horrible. This is my first dog. So every time the dog does something, I freak out because I think I don't know what's normal for a dog. So that's why Lizzie's here today to tell me what are normal things for dogs to do. And this is only his second day in the house.
He's probably coughing because there's like dust.
Yeah, it's pretty dusty in here. He's
Good
He's only his second day in the
puppy.
house, so he's still getting used to the house and us, and he's still learning that we're gonna come back when we leave. He really did not like his crate.
He doesn't like the crate.
He was whining, and like he had these little barks that were like, "Hey, come back."
Aw.
It sounded
Hey, wait.
more like he was confused that we had vanished than that he was like angry that he was in the thing.
He has a squeaky chicken toy and a ring toy that we also learned.
Yeah, the
recently
ring squeaks. He's a really quiet dog. He does not bark or growl. Like, even when he's playing, he doesn't growl usually. He doesn't want to play, Allison.
I've been here for a few hours now. I haven't heard him bark once. The most sound I've heard him make is like slight whimpering at the door.
Yeah, because he misses everyone.
There we go.
And he sits.
Now he sits. Yesterday he would only sit for Mom. Today he sits. He's pretty well trained. He's a great dog. I love him.
Well, okay.
And he's very friendly.
Alright.
He loves everyone.
It's playtime.
You can't see in the background he's like trying to eat Allison. Dimitri's like, he's very friendly, he's super nice as he's like jumping on Allison in the background.
Allison's playing tug of war with him. The trainer we met at
Hey, sit.
PetSmart was like, it's bullshit that tug of war makes him aggressive. So
No, tug of war. Oh!
you can't do that. You have to. If he gets too violent, you have to drop it and tell him to stop.
Oh.
We're still working on training him.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's a new dog, but
He's very well behaved.
Pretty well behaved. Yeah. He's better behaved than I am.
He didn't even bark when I came over. He like
There
immediately
we go.
like started licking me.
We like
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah, he doesn't bark at the door. He's not afraid of anyone.
Which is a good thing for a dog. Like, you
Right.
don't want dogs to be like aggressive necessarily towards new people, and he wasn't aggressive even in the slightest.
No, he was happy for the company. That's his chicken.
That's his chicken toy. He has a squeaky chicken.
It woke us up at 5 a.m. this morning.
He likes the squeaky chicken. He likes the squeaky things.
Those are both his toy now.
Do you want to play tug of war again?
He's so weird.
You
He
want tug of war?
starts to play with you and then he forgets what he's doing and switches toys.
Nope. He doesn't want to play with anyone now. He's like, this is mine.
He's a mutt that apparently has some shepherd in him.
He definitely has shepherd in him. He may have hounded him, and he may have Canaan dog in him.
Canaan dog?
He's a
That's
herder.
Canaan Islands.
Canaan Islands?
Is that a thing?
Cayman Islands, do you mean?
Yes.
Canaan is what I was talking about. Canaan.
He's from the Cayman Islands.
He's from the Cayman Islands?
Yes, he was a
Then
stray
he's
there.
not a Canaan dog.
He was a stray there.
No way a Canaan dog made it all the way to the Cayman Islands.
I mean, happens. I don't think he was a wild dog. He's giving me a look. He disagrees. That's it for this horror corner. Cujo was bad and I have a dog.
He was from the Cayman Islands? How the fuck did he get up here then? I don't think I believe that.
That's what the trainer told me.
Come here.
Like, you know,
Come here.
boats exist.
Come here. Chips, come.
Sea dog?
Chips, come. Chips, come. Chips, 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 chips. There you go. Good boy.
Alright.
All right, he just put his hand on my
Chips.
crotch and like was like, no, that's me.
I was thinking he could have like some New Guinea singing dog in him. Because that's what New Guinea singing dogs look like. And they're supposed to be very quiet.
Maybe,
Where'd he go?
but they're also.
I
supposed
just
to
moved the
howl.
camera and you
True.
left. Chips! Chips! There he is.
Come here. Come here. I love you. I love you. I love you.
He's a good boy. Alright, I'm gonna make everyone dizzy with this camera.
Nope, nope.
At the same time, if he's a mutt, like, there's a reason why, like, Canaan dogs look like that, why, like, the Singing Island dogs look like that. When you breed dogs a lot,
No,
like, when you get, like, very mixed dogs, they all usually end up getting, like, this kind of, like,
Yeah.
tannish, boxy skull, like,
What?
this generic mutt look.
He
Alright.
keeps putting his toys in the front.
He wants everyone to see them when they come home.
That's
Either
it for
that or
today.
he's barricading the door so you can't leave.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go now.
Yeah.
Dog is good, Cujo's bad. Oops, sounds like someone's home.
What's that?
Bye.
Bye.
Is it mommy? No, it's